Hey guys, this is Tor from TC and we're at GitCon in Germany and it's a bunch of fun. There's so many great musicians here and YouTubers and it's just, you know, people nerding out on gear.
Yeah, it's great, it's loads of fun.
Yeah, so, and I'm here with Joe from Guitar Nerds.
Hi.
And it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yeah, thanks very much. It's really great to be here.
And we've been dialing in a TonePrint for the Shaker Vibrato pedal.
Yeah, that's right.
For your very tasteful bass there.
Yeah, I mean, I saw this out in the hallway and I had to pick it up because it's a sparkle pink buzzard.
Yeah.
With 2 precision bass pickups in it. So it was probably the most ridiculous thing out there.
And it actually, for those of you who can't see that here, it actually has the fretboard numbers on them in case you get confused.
Yeah, if you're ever feeling confused, then you can actually count them, which is always
the only thing that's a little bit tricky is that, you know, there's only on the every other one.
Yeah,
so if you're confused about the 2, you'd have to kind of...
Yeah, exactly. You've got to sort of work that.
So, can you tell us a little bit about the TonePrint, what you were trying to achieve with it?
Yeah, sure. Well, I wanted to go for vibrato because I really like vibrato as an effect, and it's something that's not used on bass very much. But I really like getting those kind of spooky sounds that you can sort of get from vibrato effects. I mean, I think vibrato went out of fashion for a long, long time. You know, the vibrato pedals were kind of hard to get hold of, and sort of when like the Shaker came out, and you know there were a couple of others that came out at the same time. It was cool that you could finally do that sort of weird sound again, something that was more extreme than like a univibe sort of thing.
Or a chorus type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So so I wanted to create something that was super spooky. It's specifically for like a track that my band Polymath made called Ink of Scholars, where it's got this this kind of like really odd sounding, very repetitive bass line that just needs this constant, very extreme vibrato. Yeah.
So let's hear it.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
cool. It has this really cool kind of eerie sound to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the things we also did was that you kind of dialed in, you know, where you'd like, how extreme you like the knobs to kind of go.
Yeah,
and you pretty much maxed it out on all fronts.
Well, yeah, that was really cool. What I love about TonePrint is that that I can decide kind of rather than you or rather than the companies, I can choose how extreme I want something to go and how soft. And actually, that's the problem I've always had with like univibes is I'm sort of cranking them up at the top to try and make it the most effective, the most wet sound. And
you're always like, you want to crank it a little bit more.
Yeah, I want it a little bit more. So we did, I think, go, certainly with the speed, I think we had it set so it goes to the most extreme. Which I love. Yeah. But then conversely, I wouldn't want to not use it so much. So like even when we're sort of down in the off position with that, I still have this nice
it's kind of
chorusy. But it means that I know in these extreme positions, in off, at 12 o'clock and at full, I've got 3 sounds there, rather than sort of having to work it out where it is in between that.
And the other thing you also chose was to actually have the way the pitch changes to be very drastic.
Right.
It's almost like you're doing trills on the bass.
Yeah.
And you know, if we crank up the depth and
I love that this almost becomes like War of the Worlds synth notes. Like you'd never use that like in a usable section, but for like weird soundscapey stuff, I think that's really cool. And actually, like with the speed right down,
it's almost in tune.
Yeah, it's cool, and I kind of like that. I like that it's a little bit sloppy, but again, and this means that I've got like definitive positions here. At sort of full
you don't have
off
to kind of go like
Exactly, every sound on there is now sort of in a usable position.
And the last thing you also did was that you remap the rise time to control feedback.
Yeah.
So you can get right now there's a little bit of feedback on there just to give it some edge, but if you crank it up, it can get quite intense.
Yeah, I mean, that's great. Again, like, it's not supposed to be usable. Like, it's supposed to be like a weird soundscape thing, but I really like that I can get there.
Yeah.
I can still, if everything goes back to 12, I have a totally safe-ish, usable vibrato tone.
Yeah. But you don't end up in a situation where you wish you could crank it a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think going as far as this pedal could go is exactly where I want it to be. So,
So, do you have a name for the TonePrint?
I'm going to call it Inky. What did I call it? Inky Vibe.
Inky Vibrato.
Inky Vibrato. Yeah, Inky Vibe. Yeah, that's what I want to call it because it's for a song called Ink of Scholars. So yeah.
We'll just store that, and then we have a TonePrint.
Cool. Awesome.